Hello friends and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick and today we're going to be checking out something called WRRRRMZ, I guess is how we'll pronounce it. It's a little browser-based game about, as you might be able to guess, worms. We're going to be puzzling our way through a number of levels here. We're basically just going to be guiding some worms from an entrance to an exit. There will be mushrooms involved, and it sounds like a good time. It looks lovely, it sounds lovely from what I can tell. But I have not played this at all, so I'm just operating off of some screenshots I've seen and this title screen with lovely music. So let's start it up and see what we've got here. I have no idea how to even play this yet, so we're going to learn as we go. Help guide the worm into its hole. Alright, so we're going to click the worm, and we're going to drag it, and as you can see on the top of the screen there seems to be like a sheath over the worm that we can use to tell how much more worm there is to pull. So, alright, we've dragged the worm from the entrance to the exit. Let's move on to the next one. So we need to light up mushrooms by touching them, so let's do that. I guess we need to wrap the worm around the mushroom. Alright, now that's tasty. The worm is happy. Everybody can, live nicely now. Alright, so each mushroom must be lit, so we have to use the worm to create some sort of a leverage situation. Maybe not leverage, but tension. And apparently that was perfect. The worm won't burrow if it's not fully stretched out. Alright, I get it. So we gotta make sure the worm... Alright, see, that would be the normal thing. It's so close, but it's not right, so we gotta find a more useful way to wrap the worm around. And if you go all the way around, evidently that's not good. What does that say? But mushroom... Oh, I forgot one of the mushrooms that way. What if I go like this? Extend, I command thee. Alright, so that's not right either. So we need to come up with another way, and this would be another way. I love dirt. This is kind of adorable, honestly. The worm is really quite cute. The graphics are lovely, the backgrounds are lovely. Each mushroom can only be wrapped around once. Okay, so we've got to make sure we use that properly. I think this is going to be our solution, right? No, still more to go. Let's back up. Let's try like this. And it's going to be pretty much the same situation. So how am I going to get all this extra worminess, stretchiness out of this worm? Well... What other ways can we go? I could go like this. Yeah, I guess that'll work. Sort of process of elimination, but we're getting there. You'd think the worm would be happy just going straight right there, but nope. It's gotta be all puzzly. What if I go like this? Oh, no, that doesn't count, does it? No, it looks right, actually. That should probably work. Let's try it the other way. Let's go from this top part, make a little infinity loop, and then we'll go all the way around, and that does work. Okay, I actually don't think the worm quite reached, but close enough. So we're gonna go around like this. No, that's not quite right. Not yet. It's close. Closer than I've been on some of these for the first move. So there's a little bit of, process of elimination. I mean, you can't really be expected to be perfect at this concept. That's, not enough there. A little bit of trial and error as you work your way through all the combinations. I'm not sure how someone could be, objectively good at this. This specific, whatever talent this is, wrapping essentially a rope around certain pegs in the efforts of guiding it to a certain length. There's not really a way to describe or teach someone how to do that properly, so that's not right. But it's an interesting conundrum, nonetheless, and it's definitely one that can be a bit thought-provoking, and when you pair that with the very thoughtful and cute presentation, I think this one is actually quite fun. What if we do oh, there we go. I like you a lot, that's adorable. Even the transitions are kind of cute, using these little diamonds. The background being chevrons, I thought maybe they would work that pattern more into some of the other elements, but, diamonds, chevrons, all the same. Alright, so we're gonna go like this, and there we go. There's an easy one. That's one of those cases where you feel like you can sort of predict the path, just based on how the shapes are. And now it's gonna get, I think this is gonna be a little bit more complicated for me. I can't do it like that. The presentation on the site that I'm looking at this on definitely feels like we're playing like an iOS mobile touch style iPad game or something, and I think that may be what they had in mind actually. If that's the case, then I think you totally did it right. What should I do about this? Should I do like this? I don't think I'm gonna have enough. Oh, no, I did actually have enough worm to go all the way around, and it looks like there's actually a little bit of a gradient on the worm as you start to stretch him out far enough. So he goes from sort of like a coral or pink or something to an orangey red, like a burnt sienna, which is kind of cool. I wonder if the worm is going to get longer as we go on further into the game, resulting in more complex puzzles. I think that might be the case. Something like this. Okay, well, it was actually less complicated than I expected. So with 50 total levels, I think there's actually quite a bit here to see. I mean, the game is completely free. There's nothing really got to worry about. That's not going to work. There's no microtransactions or anything like that, so, my comparisons to a mobile game are somewhat limited in that respect, I suppose. Was I supposed to wrap... Hang on a second. So I could wrap one of them, right? But I couldn't wrap all of them? Is that where we're going with this? What if I do something crazy like this? Would this work? No. One more wrap? What if I do... No, it can't loop back around and touch itself, I guess, is the only... No, let's get stretchier. The only caveat seems to be that once you wrap all the way around, if you double back on yourself, see, right when I pass this point, we go from being acceptable to not acceptable. So I'm gonna have to work with that concept. And nothing like this is gonna do it. That works, but not enough length used there. What if I do something a little less conventional? Like, yeah, there we go. No, okay, that didn't work either. I thought that actually was right. There's that much still left to do, huh? Alright, what if I skip that one, go right to here, and then go around like this? That actually comes out about the same. Alright, well, I can see how we're going to probably run into a brick wall here, but regardless, I think the premise is fairly self-explanatory. You probably got the idea on the first freaking level by now. Also kind of like that the worm, I almost called him a snake, doesn't retract, but at the same time it would be kind of funny to see him, like, you let him go and just like zoop, like a vacuum cleaner cord or something going right back into the burrow. What am I going to do about this problem? I'm not really sure how to wrap this dude properly. Can't wrap all the way around. I can go like this, but that means I can't go like that. What if I go around... Did I do this one already? I think I did, yeah. It's got to be one combination of these directions and angles that'll work. Obviously, I mean, it's a puzzle game, there's going to be a solution, but I mean, it's like, maybe if there could be a few more solutions, that would be helpful to me. But also, I'm just having sort of a dull moment here. I can't seem to figure this one out. But that is the thing with puzzle games. Everybody's going to have their own take on them. What am I going to do with this guy? This worm does not want to help me out here at all. Just keep wrapping him around the same mushroom a bunch of times, see how long that'll go on. Nope. Hey, turn him into a pendulum. That's funny, you can keep wrapping him that long. Well, at the risk of going on too long, I guess I should probably wrap things up here. Another shortish episode today, but I think you've probably gotten the taste of a pretty cool puzzle game that is totally free, again, called Worms, and available right in your browser, so you don't have to download anything. Just follow the link that will be right in the description. You'll be able to go check this one out yourself. I'm curious, of course, to see what you think about this one. Any comments that you want to leave will be welcomed, or, of course, as always, suggestions for other games to try on the series. But I will leave you with a very short outro, as I've been trying to do lately. If you want to check out more in the series, and there is plenty more, check out my website, which is indie-impressions.com, where you can find all my other episodes, as well as social media links, as well as all kinds of other stuff in the forums and such. So if you want to send me, information, or if you're a dev and you want to get in contact with me, feel free to send me an email over at the contact form over there. Sorry, my brain is melting today, apparently. But yeah, happy to hear from all of you, and I hope to see you again back here tomorrow for even more indie games. We do a new one every single day. The series has been going on for over a year now. So with your help, suggestions, and, support, we'll just keep going as long as we can. And I hope you have a lovely night. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you all again tomorrow. Later.